Hello there everybody and welcome to a new gameplay series for Conquest of Elysium 5. I'm Icon and we're still playing the Total Overhaul mod, and today this mini-series is focused on the Demonologist Faction. So I've already taken a glance into their roster and all, and we're in for a treat. I loved this faction a lot already before, and let's see how it plays out in this new Overhaul version. So, back at home, we don't only get to recruit our standard humanoid dudes, we also have access to imps. The low-ranking imps aren't much to talk about. The best thing is that they got 6 HP. Compare that to a spearman, and sadly the spearman is still a little bit better off, but they come at a number of 10 and not at 5, so they are quite cost-efficient cannon fodder. The real highlight here are the fiery imps. Well, they are just low-ranking ranged units, but good enough to mention them. But Shadow Imp comes with dark magic, Imp Familiar comes with infernal magic, and Ice Imp comes with frost magic. That's outright insane. This gives the Demonologist faction so insanely powerful backliners just to recruit for some resource without any backfire issues. I like that. Beyond that, the faction's spellcasting is a tad bit interesting. So we got a lot of skills which work in hell. So we got here, for example, Unearthed Sinners, which is only doable in Infernal Flatlands. So basically this faction has skills to harvest and generate income in Inferno, but not so much in this plane. So our plan must be to get ourselves somehow into Inferno, set up shop there, and get ourselves some base there, which increases our income. Quite an interesting venue. I'm really interested in looking into how this will work out. Our starting forces here are a Demonologist, who has insanely powerful spells to boot with. I'm gonna take out the imps and take in more damage spells, and some regular just starter troops. Nothing special. Berenger, well, summon Imp and Pain. We're gonna leave him home because I want to have a commander back at home. So we got ourselves a giant mantis and 2 fire ants. I hate fire ants. Oh, we overrun them. Dang. Whoopsie. Well, let's take over the region there, and let's see what we can get there. So, there's a Holberg village. I don't really want to attack that, but on the other hand, this looks like easy pickings. So, let's do that. We got ourselves another iron mine there, and let's just skip that turn. So, let's see how this will play out. One of the biggest strengths of the Demonologist faction is, in my humble opinion, the fact that you got such an extremely powerful spellcaster to start with. Well, harm and pain can be resisted though. That's a little bit sad. So we've lost 1 swordsman and we took down 10 of these guys. I'd say that's losses we can talk about. Alright. So, I don't see myself winning that, though, because this is a lot harder. So, we're not going to explore deeper into that direction. Exploring areas like these takes up a lot of movement points, and right now, I'm looking for easy pickings, so to say. So, let's see. There's nothing we can recruit here right now, sadly. I really want to get rid of that mantis, but one thing at a time. So 50 gold are now available, so we're going to invest our first 50 gold in what? Well, I'd love to pick up something more powerful like imps here, but we're just going to start out with something boring like archers. I love to recruit a couple of a small band of archers because they really do a lot for you. So let's retake that farm. Let's see how that went out. Yeah, crossbowmen. Crossbowmen do the job. Okay, so that sadly means that there's nothing we can get here in the vicinity. What I do like here about my character is that I get a Return Out of Inferno spell here for free. Not everybody starts out that lucky to have one of these, so I consider myself happy about that. And let's get here. Ooh. There's an Atavi tribe village, but it is a little bit strange that I don't see anybody in there, so... Not the button that I wanted to press. Dang. Spine Devils and Bone Devils. Wow. Well, we're not able to recruit those, but... They come with Necromancy. Tasty. So... Alright, I meant to recruit the scout, but we're not going to. We're just going to go into this ambush there. So we've taken down 3 Atavi that way. I really expected a tad bit more than that, but I don't want to mope here. So we got ourselves another Atavi tribe village. This is good, because that's an increase of sacrificial income there. So, let's see. I'm pretty sure we're just waltzing them down there. Yep. Just like I thought. So, Bone Devils. We can't afford anything too costly, and I don't have any metal income. I gotta change that. So, this iron mine back there should be my next point of interest. So, let's haul my Demonologist over there. The Atavi tribe villages will do a great job for us in the next time, but we gotta take care of that. So I want to recruit those Shadow Imps. The Shadow Imps are crazy. They come with spellcasting abilities for everybody. So we have now a spam of various nasty spells. Among these, also incapacitating spells, and I have high hopes that this will be enough to cut the losses there. So, Bumper Harvest. Now, that's great, because we actually happen to have a Holberg village that yields increased income now. Hooray. Alright, let's see how that Iron Mine fight went out. So now go the Shadow Imps. So we got some summonings on the Shadow Imps going on. Some direct damage spells. Here's the summons. We're losing some frontliners this fight, I think. Or do we? Yeah, we've lost 1 sword fighter. But I gotta say, that's a very, very low amount of losses. And these shades, they don't look like much, but they are ethereal. This makes... I don't know, this is a very, very potent early game unit. This is way more powerful than it looks from the outside. That's all I want to say. Okay, we got ourselves that mine. Wonderful. That's a good thing. Now we got access to all the other imps as well. So I want to get over here. And with all that income right now, I wonder if I'd want to get myself... Well, I don't feel like these are worth it. But maybe they are. I could recruit myself some more Shadow Imps, but I somehow... You know what? We're going to pick up a couple of Spearmen here as frontliners for my other dude, and then we're going to pick up some backup imps for him here. So either the familiars or the ice imps. I'd say the familiars. Oh, I don't have the necessary penny for that yet. Okay, we'll just wait. That's okay. So let's see how we're faring against the moose. Yeah. Taken under control by a fear spell. And given the fact how damn spammy this all seems to go, I feel like we're in a good spot here in the long run. Okay, let's see how we're going to fare against the Holbergers here. Sadly, we don't get any sacrifices here. So that's a Tangle Mine or a Poison Mine. So this one is Poison. Nobody died from my dudes. That's brilliant. I love it when it goes down like that. Okay, so we got that. There's a singular deer there, but luckily we were allowed to overrun that. Spine Devils. These are great too. They have a lot of damage, and their extra effect is that they deal 1 to 10 extra poison damage, armor negating. And the Barbed Tail does that too. So we have 3 poison attacks on these guys. There's a lot more behind them than you'd see on the first glance, therefore. Okay, so this is definitely powerful enough to take care of that little wolf squad here. That wants to ruin my day. Or at least I hope so. So let's check them out. Blood Boil, Flame Burst, Summon Imp. There we go. Shadow Imps, they kick ass. Alright, there's hills. But I don't feel comfy enough now to go for an attack on the Holberg village like that. Not yet. Just not yet. So there's an ancient forest down there. I hate ancient forests. They're just annoying. So I got the necessary penny to get myself some crossbowmen. I just hate the feeling to have no troops in the capital. Alrighty, so never ever is the city uninhabited. It's just a lie. So there's a scout available. Let's just pick up that dude right away. So I don't fall for that trap. Nuh-uh. So let's say I see a pretty decent chance that my dudes would be able to take that down, but somehow I also see a decent chance of failing there. So let's save the game. Whenever I don't know, I'll rather save the game and see how it'll play out. So, because I know that the Pale One dudes, they got a lot of HP, but, you know, I don't really think that this is enough to win this. Gosh, these imps are so kick-ass. So we've lost one spearman, didn't we? Yeah. Ta-ta. Alrighty, we got ourselves another mine. Wonderful. Okay, so I'll let Giacomo go back home to restock himself a bit. We should be able to recruit something new and nifty and at the capital. So let's see. I got enough money here, so let's pick up some infamiliars here as well for me. And let's stomp those itch-tits, or however you pronounce those beasties. Oh, a spider tribe village. So this is pretty... This could backfire horribly, so I'll rather save this one as well. I have such a hard time imagining how these things should work or not. But I felt like poison should be not too much of an issue for my dudes. I'm pretty sure we will lose pretty much all of those spearmen, or most of them, but... All in all, we did win. So 1 spearman is left, but... we don't need more than that. Alrighty, another village taken. This is especially good, because this is blood sacrifices, you know, we need those. And this is the yellow player, but as far as I can see, it's the monkey player. So he should be weaker than most of us. Alrighty. So let's scout the desert then. And let's see. So yeah, I'm losing my my Hoburger village there. Nothing too surprising. I'd really love to take down these guys, because they're just too sassy down there, you know? Okay, so Bone Devils. Oh yeah, those were the ones with necromancy. But for now, we'll just take another pack of Ice Imps. Thank you. And now my main hero has a pretty kick-ass army already. This is pretty sick. So we're going to leave the archers back home. So not the entire stack is away from home. So we got something at the Citadel. There's an oasis. Let's use our trade to buy sacrifices. You know, we need them. We need as many as we can get of these. Oh, cultist for hire. Sadly, I don't have the necessary penny right now. So, well, I need to send my dude back home. There's no real way of me getting anything under control here with that amount of troop. So we're gonna head on over here and do what we can do. So sacrificial income is okay. It could be better. Woo! There's a big fat trading post and it's now mine. Nice. Alrighty. So does my army include a scout by now? Yes, it does. Thought like. Or I was wondering whether or not I recruited that guy or not. So we're going to continue here and recruit more of those sick imps. Oh, pyramids. Well, there's always a decent chance that pyramids contain invisible units, so be wary. Be very wary. So, Desert Palace. Well, while I see a decent chance of winning that, I don't really see myself wanting to get myself into such a risky endeavor. Because there's not even blood sacrifices to be gettable here. So here we go. 14 damage on Frozen Heart. These things hit like a truck, I tells you. Oh, hello there, a coastal hamlet. Nice. It's just the kind of real estate that I like to see. So I'll block the other Atavi tribe village. It's the best I can do for now. Let's place down some troops so my capital isn't that easily takeable. And Magic Library. I honestly would like to, but I don't dare to. Because I really feel like this is something else, you know? Magical libraries often contain pretty big pretty big spellcasters and the like. So let's see how this will go. Cold resistance. Sheesh. Not the most useful spells. Alright. So it feels to me like the blue imps are a tad bit more suicidal than the others. We should really consider that. They have this tendency to fly up ahead because they are faster. But I can't say that I like this tendency. Okay, we got finally our sassy dudes here away. Now, I got a nice amount of blood sacrifices here. Let's see what we can do with those. Now, demon summoning a less powerful demon. Well, we're still gonna do that. Here we go, Serpent Fiend. Nice. So 3 dispossessed spirits. Well, we gotta get rid of them somehow. At some point, they need to be dealt with. So, imp familiars and ice imps. So let's recruit some shadow imps as well. So this guy has a really decent army now together. I want to take those cities in my vicinity here as well. So, let's see. How much damage do these beasties take? Poison is, of course, absolutely useless against them. But... So, a Wraith and Ghost Warriors. Well... There's not much to be gained out of that, so I don't. You know, in situations like these, I like to ask myself the question, what's to be gained? And the answer is almost nothing here. Except for a graveyard, which I don't need because my faction doesn't really fiddle around with corpses, so... Yeah. I think we just lost some of our spellcasters. If I saw that correctly, I just lost my first Shadow Imp. Yep, they took one down, but, you know, one Shadow Imp versus the entire Holberg village, I'd say that's a price to pay. Sometimes you have to. So, Swamps, Long Dead. This region just sucks, somehow. So, we got an Imp summoning spell here, so let's do this. I'm gonna go with double the amount as well. Hell yeah, Fiery Imps. Nice. This is really powerful, because, you know, those little imps, they aren't as weak as they sound. Okay. The real issue here, I think, will be in the long run to not blow up all my resources here for smaller, unimportant demons and save up the money for the bigger ones. So we've seen a witch hero here now, and she's taken my oasis there. Sucks, but it's not that terrible. Okay then. So I at least saw where the Monkey Maharaja troops went, so it's going to be a lot easier now to go for them. Okay, well, with all the money I got, let's just recruit some regular good old-fashioned crossbowmen to bolster up my troops. And I'd say, let's go for Capes, or at least check out what the green player does there, you know? This is the other option we could go for. So, there's an entire city there. Not claimed. How the hell does that make sense? Well, it's just like that. It was freely takeable, so, okay. Sadly, not a city with recruitment, but wow. Alrighty. So let's go for yet another demonic summoning. And here we go. Another nasty demon incoming, 44 HP. It might look like a bad deal because you only get one unit, but 44 HP. That's the big deal about them. Meanwhile, I'll use my money to just keep recruiting units at the hometown, so I don't run out of steam all of a sudden. So, just like I thought, we can't just overrun these dudes. Let's get rid of those lions, because they really make me kind of nervous. And let's just recruit ourselves another cultist. That's brilliant. But that cultist doesn't think that he's allowed to get himself free troops here. Demonic troops, I mean. Personal gate. Ah, so that's the spell you need to get into Inferno. Okay, good thing that I saw this. So desert, we took down 2 lions. I want to see how that played out though. Holy crap! So this army here. Oh, it got maimed. Has a debilitating wound. These guys are frontliners, and they are usually the first to die, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and did I mention that the Frost Fiend is ethereal? I had no clue, I just realized that he was shifting colors like that. That's usually a sign that your unit is face shifting. Okay, I don't really see myself winning that here right now. Or do I? Well, let's do the usual thing I do at situations like these. I'll just save the game and see if I win. I'd be not surprised if I'd be actually winning this, because I got a lot of magic users, but, you know, just want to be careful about that. So, Capes, we took that. We lost a handful of imps, so let's see how that played out. Yeah, so the defenders on the walls did take a lot of victims there. But yeah, this thing here is also fire immune. But what actually seems to kick it over are all those ranged attacks that I got. And the Iron Fly was definitely the boss monster of this encounter here. But ultimately got swarmed by our summons. That's the long story short. Ultimately got swarmed by our summons. So there's, well, definitely not gonna follow this guy into the trap of attacking him here at the city, because that would be definitely my downfall. You know, Piccaneers. Cheap Piccaneers. I like that. Alrighty, so let's see how this will play out. So I'm stuck in the middle here, and I honestly am not the least little bit interested in being stuck in the middle here. So we're just going to retreat for now and wait how the AI bashes this bashes its heads in on its own, you know. There's no big reason for me to go for war here. So Androphag archers. Okay. Okay then. So there's lots of troop movement here. So let's see. We lost a couple of pikemen, but I actually hired them exactly for this purpose, to have some expendable troops that can take the first impact. These guys are nasty. I didn't know that they come with poisoned arrows. Jeez. Nasty, nasty. We lost a lot of dudes there. So, what does this thing do? Fear and gust of wind. So, I really hope we didn't lose too much here. Not at all. Okay, nice. So, let's recruit ourselves some Bone Devils. I can't afford them right now, and I feel like they are an excellent backup for this guy. So, it seems to me as if we need some troops here. So we got a couple of low-level ranking units here. So let's bolster up my main dude, my defender dude here, because I somehow feel like I want to defend myself here. So 72 units there. Holy crap! but they don't dare to attack me nevertheless. That does tell its own story. So let's summon another demon. Inhumer Devil, these are also nice. They come with earth magic. And let's save the game, and let's see how much of a dent I can put into their economy there by attacking this. And let's see. Yeah, I've taken them down, but to what cost? That's the question I'm asking myself. I mean, most of the Bakemono are just crap units, so let's see. Our AoE spells are definitely kicking ass here. But I'm also losing a real high amount of troops there with that move. So I've lost Crossbowman, Swordsman, Shadow Imp, and the Serpent Fiend, but I took down a pretty substantial amount of troops there, but I really don't think that this was worth it. Anywho, friends, so we're going to end this episode here. I'm going to reload my save file there, because I didn't like that, darn. So it was clear I'd win it, but I really don't want to force a fight like that, because I feel like I'm not exactly on the winner's side with that one. Okay, I'll keep it here. Drop me your comments down below, leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and next episode we'll see how this will play out. This is definitely an interesting match, because we got one AI player here, and one there, so there's a lot of opposition against us, and we'll see how that'll play out. So, catch you guys in the next episode, and have a good one until then. Bye-bye!